Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cobblemon. My name is Duke, and I am glad to be here on top of our Widow's Walk with a random wild Pidgey just chilling here, looking out over the sea. For those who are unaware, last episode, we shipwrecked. We landed right here, and that is why none of this looks familiar in case you missed last episode. But in the meantime, we've built a little shack right on the edge of the cliff face here, and a little bit of a berry patch, which I got wrapped up between last episode and this. There's some floating islands in the distance. There are many things that we have yet to discover. Many new mobs that are suddenly appearing. The normal Minecraft mobs are here, and I don't know why. There are a ton of things that we need to get done to get ourselves better situated, and one of those is, of course, collecting apricorns, as well as all the Cobblemon berries, and of course, all of our normal Minecraft foods as well. We have Farmer's Delight as well as a few other food mods. Oh no, I put up this fence to cut down on mob casualties and, well, seems to have not worked fully. Uh-oh, we'll need to work on that a little bit. But if we head on over this hill here, you'll see something that I need to share with all of you before we go any further. It's a hard lesson to learn, but we've come ashore with 4 Pokemon after leaving with 5. Not sure where Rockruff ended up, but he's not here with us any longer, and I think a grave here on the cliffside, one final resting place for him. Kind of the best little notion of memorial and remembrance for him we can possibly give. But now with a team of 4, we need to build back up again. I'm not sure exactly who will end up on our team, but I know we wanted a water type. That was the whole initial goal of setting out on this journey, and I think that is something we will do. But in the meantime, there are many, many different berries, different apricorns, and different crops, all that need found and collected. We have black, we have red, we have pink, green, and there's even blue over here, but we're missing yellow, and yellow is very important. Instead of great balls, we'd be able to make ultra balls, which would really help our catching. And there are so many Pokemon out here that we need to find and catch ourselves. Before we go any further, I think it is necessary to make ourselves a Pokedex. I'm going to grab a couple red apricorns so we can get that classic red look. Throw our redstone in the middle, iron along one side, copper surrounding it, and there we are. Our very, very own Pokedex, something that we've had before, but didn't have when we crash landed. Uh-oh. This is not supposed to be a mob farm, okay? We were just talking about losing Rockruff, and all of these Pokemon feigning over here just makes me feel tremendously bad. Can we get that honey? Or did it despawn? Wait, no way it just despawned in front of our eyes, right? Oh no, it's still here. Let's break this one to get in. Ugh, goodness, it's such a problematic little farm here. But we have a Pokedex, which means we can put all of our Pokemon that we've had for months now into the dex properly. Ghastly, Fletchinder, and Flaffy. And I think as we go around, I'm just gonna start putting any Pokemon we see in our Pokedex here. Does not work on chickens, unfortunately, but the Pidgey we can grab. We're gonna see how many we can gather today. I think this is a big collection episode. We're gonna find all of our berries, all of our apricorns, so many crops, and hopefully a lot of new Pokemon. Look over here. We were talking about having Minecraft mobs, and it is a pink sheep. This is insane. Hello, you're something. You exist. Oh my goodness, I'm literally 2 steps from home, and we have a pink sheep out here. What are the odds? Well, I mean, I know it's very low. They're actually listed somewhere, but a pink sheep? I haven't found one of these in so long. Well, that was quite the exploration. We have seen a lot. We have done a lot. We have gained a lot. There have been some absolutely incredible things. Did you see at the end? I caught a Pokemon. And it's really big news, actually. Because, look, I am hiding my party overlay. Let's turn it back on for a second. You're never going to believe what we caught. That's right. We have a Ditto. And it has some decent IVs, honestly. Of course, we're going to have to use it correctly. But if we go into IVs here, HP, pretty high. Special defense, pretty okay. The rest are terrible, but that is alright. Because a Ditto is a Ditto. And this means we can really start a fun thing. Which, of course, is breeding. And breeding will allow us to take all of our typical Pokemon that we already have. Here's Groudle. This is our starter. Remember, pretty good special defense, special attack. No HP. Well, if we bred Groudle with our Ditto, we could boost the HP stat in the offspring, which means, hypothetically, we could start creating really, really strong Turtwigs. Which, oh, by the way, we found another one. And honestly, look at this. Perfect speed IV. Really good special defense, special attacks, alright. But this is, for the most part, an improvement over our starter. And that's always the hard part, right? You never really want to see that, but it is the truth. I think we're going to have to focus on breeding. Now, we do have Cobblemon breeding as an additional mod in this pack, which is good because the default Cobblemon mod at this moment does not have any opportunities for Pokemon breeding. And it's kind of a shame, but I know they are adding it, so I'm not upset. Don't worry about it. It will be in the game. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait. But look at this. We are starting something here, and this is kind of the culmination of our journey today. Remember, we needed apricorns, we needed berries, we needed crops. We're going to have a spot for that. If you come on down here below, we have our manual apricorn farm. All 7 different types of apricorn along the walls. We have an empty slot. I don't know what we're going to do with that just yet. Maybe we'll put extra black or yellow. I don't know. We'll see what we end up putting there. But we do have at least manual ways to farm all of these. Now, if you are familiar with apricorn sprouts, and let's see if I can get one real quick so I can really share. Okay, there we go. There's our black apricorn sprout. Now, typically, what you do is you go outside and plant this on the dirt, but you can also take shears to leaves, rip them off the tree, and put them wherever you'd like. And then if you just come up to it, right-click with a sprout, it'll place it on the side. And that means we can get a lot of apricorns planted just like so. Eventually, we're going to automate this, but for the time being, this is really good. Up here, I do have a large chest full of items that will be used in this build, which, of course, is our greenhouse. And we're going to do that right now. And there we have it. Our little greenhouse has been constructed. Oh boy, it is different than anything I've kind of ever done before. I don't know, I took a different approach with this, wanting to see if I could use simply trapdoors and these glass roof panes. Look at this, hold on. They open? That's kind of cool. Yeah, the Macaw's roof mod has these opening roof panels. They're pretty cool. Of course, the trapdoor is open as well. But rather than just doing glass panes or glass blocks, I don't know, we went a little heavier here. Perhaps it's not area enough to see through? I don't know, but I dig the inside. I think this is kind of a vibe. And it's pretty, you know, brown right now. But once we start planning some things, I think it's really going to liven it up. And it's really going to make it look good. So let's start getting our mint seeds in here. I believe everything from Cobblemon is able to be planted. I haven't tested fully. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the papaya berry doesn't want to place. Oh no, maybe none of the berries want to place. Wait, that's actually good. Hold on. Why, you see, I planned for this to happen all along. Because berries can mutate. You can grow berries next to other berries, and they will come up with additional berries. And I think had I have been able to put them in the planner, we weren't going to actually be able to do that. So this is actually a good thing, believe it or not. Okay, we can still put other Cobblemon stuff in here though, which is good. But the berries themselves, no. That's okay. We have a big old wheat farm down here, which I think we will use to our advantage. Of course, we should probably find a good spot and do this correctly. But if we just break a couple of these real quick and we say, all right, there you go. The whippear berry is placed. Put a pineapple here as well. And a chesto. And we'll do a... probably just a raspberry, right? Pretty classic. Now, if we break these wheat out a little bit more, I believe somehow, some way, there's a chance that when these grow up, they mutate. I don't know fully how it works, but I do know there is a chart on the wiki that tells you that if you have this next to this or this next to whatever, then you'll get a new one. I don't know, but we're gonna try it. Either way, it's good. It's good. I am not at all upset because it is allowing us to try things a little bit differently. Now, I do believe medicinal leeks won't actually place in the planters because these are water-based crops. As you can see here, we right-click on the water itself and they'll place here. I assume this whole thing's going to be covered. I don't know. It's like our central lake here, but also it's going to be a big farm. I don't know, we'll see. We can probably plant some normal things in there as well. We have a couple different of the Farmer's Delight mods, which are pretty cool. Like having a path here. You know, it might not be the homestead that we remember, but it's a different take. And we're slowly adjusting to living in this new area. Oh my goodness. What are you doing in here? What is going on? Is that a jump off? No, it's a whimsicott. Which is the evolved form of cottony, I believe. Okay, now we harvest by just a simple left click. Excellent. Okay. Get a pep-up flower. Oh, perfect. This is good. This is good stuff to have. Oh, yeah. Gotta get a PP up. Oh! Interesting. I don't think that's growing anything different. But I kind of just like the look of it. We might just leave these. No, they're definitely not actually growing, but that's fine. All right, Whimsicott, you're kind of getting in the way, but that's okay. Don't mind it. Uh-oh, we gotta see what's actually gonna be planted in these. Flax, yep, flax will work. Soybeans? Okay. Onion? Yeah. Tomatoes, no good. It's okay. Place more flax. And look at this. It already looks more green than it did previously. I'm pretty thrilled. We got things growing. The Vivichoke's going. The soybeans are growing. Pep-up flower there for the looks. All right. Cool. Well, I think that'll be where we wrap up today's video. We're going to definitely be doing some breeding soon. We're definitely going to be doing a lot of things where we got to take things to the next level because we need to stress using our Pokemon here. That is going to be a big thing. We lost a Pokemon, Rockruff. We gained 2 more, but we need to gain a lot more. Especially with the Apricorn farm, we can have a bajillion Pokemon. Maybe not a bajillion, but we will have plenty soon enough. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Duke. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.